Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's Nicole here. If you are new to my channel, what's up? Good to see you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of lifestyle vlogs, lifestyle videos, and some mommy videos as well. A little bit of everything. So if you're interested, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing a mommy video today. I'm going to be sharing with you how you can increase your breast milk supply when you are either exclusively pumping or you're exclusively pumping and breastfeeding. If you don't know, I do have a 10-month-old baby girl that I have been exclusively breast pumping milk for her. In the beginning stages, it was a little bit of a challenge to get that milk supply going when you first get home from the hospital. But I'm gonna, I got you. I'm gonna share with you the tips that I did to make sure that supply came in and increased. Currently, I pump about 1,500 mLs of milk on average every day. That's equivalent to 50 ounces a day. And on average, my daughter drinks about 30 to 40 ounces of milk every day. So I've been blessed that I've been able to keep my supply going, and my baby girl hasn't had to have any supplemental formula or anything. She's only on breast milk. So if you're interested in hearing about the tips and what you can do to increase your breast milk supply, and I'm also going to show you how to make sure you don't get those clogged ducts, because if you have clogged milk ducts, then that is really going to decrease your breast milk supply. So if you're interested in hearing about what I did to increase my breast milk supply and how I keep myself from having metastasis or any clogged ducts, then make sure you stick around for this video. So when I first started breastfeeding, I did go to Target and purchase these Booby Boons Lactation Cookies. I purchased the oatmeal flavor and I purchased the chocolate chip flavor. This right here is the chocolate chip flavor. They run about $8 a pack, and you get, how many cookies you get in here? You get about 12 cookies in here. Doesn't seem like a lot, but you do not need to eat 4 or 5 cookies. What I did was I ate about 1 to 2 cookies every time I pumped in the very beginning stages of my exclusively breast pumping journey. So I'm talking about the first 2 to 4 weeks of coming home from the hospital from having a baby. I would make sure I kept the supply of these cookies. These are worth the investment because I truly believe they helped my milk supply come in. If you are on a budget and you don't want to spend $8 on these Booby Boon cookies, I'm going to leave a link below to the Oatmeal Little Debbie cream pies that I ate as well. I ate about 3 to 4 of those each day. They're very small, but they're not as healthy as the cookies. So if you're on a little budget and you want something a little bit more healthy or natural, then you would definitely get these. If you don't really care and you want to save a little bit of money, then the Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies are delicious, and they're a great way to increase your breast milk supply. So now, obviously, my baby is 10 months old. My milk is coming in strong. I've been able to keep my breast milk supply up. I do not need to, do anything additional to keep my milk going. This is just tips that I'm showing you that I did in the beginning stages of my exclusively breast pumping journey. So definitely look into getting these. I'm actually afraid to eat these right now because I feel like, I'm going to have way too much milk. So right now my boobs, they are contracting to the max. They have the max amount of milk I think they can possibly store, because sometimes I am engorged and I'm just constantly producing a lot of milk. So right now I don't see myself taking these or eating these unless something happens where my milk supply drops. But other than that, I will not be taking these because I would probably start producing way too much milk. So in my opinion and my review, I do think these contributed to me getting that milk supply going and getting that milk supply increased. I'm going to leave a link below to these cookies. I'll actually open them and let you guys see how they look. They taste pretty good. They don't taste bad. I mean, they don't taste like a, Hostess chocolate chip cookie or anything, but they are edible and they taste decent. And they're pretty small. And they're a mix between hard and soft. So they're not really hard and crunchy, but they're not really soft either. So if you're struggling to increase your breast milk supply, definitely check these out. You can order these on Amazon, you can order these pretty much anywhere, or you should be able to find them if you stop in your local Target store. That's where I purchased mine in the beginning. Also, what I really think helps my breast milk supply increase was this mother's milk. Now, if you watch my pregnancy video, I also used the pregnancy tea by this brand too to help me contract during my pregnancy, which really did help. I was able to get contractions and I was able to dilate, but that's a different story. This right here is their mother's milk. This particular tea is to increase your breast milk supply. So I went through quite a few boxes of this tea because I was drinking 4 packs of this tea probably a day. Like every time I pumped, I would sit down, I would have 1 or 2 of the boom cookies or either the oatmeal cream pies, and I would drink about 6 to 8 ounces of tea. And now, like I said, I don't need this anymore because my breast milk supply is in, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the supply that I do have now currently. So definitely check out this. I think using both of these together will really boost your chances of getting that milk going. I know, ladies, sometimes it can be really frustrating. It can be really hard in the beginning because you do have to, get all of this milk to your baby and it's not coming out. You don't feel like you're producing enough. Just hang in there, because you're going to look up one day and you're going to start having all this milk, and you're going to start having to freeze it, and then your freezer is going to get full, and then you're not going to know what to do with all of the extra milk. So just hang in there. If you have any questions or comments, then follow me on Instagram at Nicole the Scientist. You can hit me in a DM. If you don't want to put your question below in the description box, if you put a question there as well, I'll definitely get back to you if you have any questions about these 2 products. Now I'm going to show you the supply that I do currently have. Like I said, I don't have to supplement any formula. In the beginning stages I did, because obviously when you first bring baby home, you're still trying to get that milk supply in. Don't feel bad, don't feel guilty if you have to give baby formula. Just keep pumping every 2 to 3 hours. That milk is going to come in, and then you won't have to worry about giving baby formula. So right now I send my daughter, she's at daycare from about 7 to 4. She's at daycare for about 9 hours a day. So I sent her with 5 bottles of breast milk every day. So here are her bottles. I'm going to put this in a little tray so you can see. I put about 5.5 to 6 ounces of milk in each of these bottles. So I'm sending her with about 30 to 35 ounces of milk. So this is actually her little bottle label with her name. It says breast milk, and I have to prepare these every night for the next morning. So now I'm at a point with my milk supply where I'm able to pump my milk and I have enough for the next day. I haven't been able to really build any more milk because, like I said, my daughter is drinking a lot more milk than she was drinking when she was a lot younger. But thankfully, I'm able to provide breast milk. So I've already packed these. She's already at daycare today, and she has her 5 bottles of breast milk, and then I've already prepared these for tomorrow. So this is about 35 ounces of milk right here for daycare tomorrow. And then I also have about another 25 ounces stored. Another 15 ounces of breast milk in the refrigerator. What I like to do is just keep the current milk in here, and then when I'm ready to prepare her bottles for school the next day, I just simply transfer them into one of her drinking bottles. So this next half of this video, I'm going to show you how I pump my breast milk at the very beginning and how I continue to pump my milk out to make sure that I don't have any clogged milk ducts. Clogged milk ducts will definitely decrease your breast milk supply because you're not getting all of that milk out, so your body is not going to produce more. So that is one of the key things to increase your breast milk supply. Make sure you are keeping your milk ducts unclogged and keeping them healthy. I'm going to show you a little demonstration. If you're interested in seeing this, then make sure you stick around for this video. This is a disclaimer. If you This video is for educational purposes only. It's not intended to be, sexual or sexy at all. So I'm going to do a little demonstration. So a little bit of my breast will be exposed. So if you don't want to see that, then you need to turn this video off. My basic setup for when I get ready to pump, I do use the Medela advanced style, pumping style breast pump. So I have here my bottles and my flames, my attachments, and I have the Medela pump bra here. So when I pump, what helps me make sure all of my milk get out, I always make sure that I pump on the highest, the maximum suction. This has been able to work for me. If you are comfortable, if you're not in pain, then I definitely recommend using the maximum suction because you want to make sure you're getting all of your milk out. If you use a suction that's not as strong, you may risk the chances of leaving milk in your ducts and they may get clogs because all of that milk is not being expressed. Mainly the tip that I do when I pump, I always make sure I use downward motions with my hands. Now obviously when I pump I won't have my regular bra on, but I want to be conservative for this video because I don't want to expose too much of myself. But when I have my breast pump on here, you're going to be sucking out all of the milk through your nipples here. Obviously my nipples are not exposed for the purpose of this video. However, what you want to do is take your hand and you want to grab your breast, and you do this on each side, and you do very light downward motions. So if you are engorged or you feel your boobs are full and you feel that milk in there, you can kind of feel the heaviness in your breast. So you want to take your hand nice and soft and you just want to massage in downward motions and make sure that milk is being pushed downward into your breast pump. And you want to do that for both sides. So this is a great way to make sure you're massaging your breast muscles and you're massaging your breast tissue and making sure all of your milk is getting out. I also make sure I massage underneath my breast as well. Ladies, if you do this too hard, take it from me, you will hurt yourself and you will be in pain. So you want to be very soft. The breast tissue is very fragile. It's a very soft tissue, so you don't want to go into it massaging it like you would massage like your back or you would massage someone's neck or something like that. You want to definitely be very, very sensitive, but you also want to make sure you are massaging to get those clogged ducts and make sure all of your milk is being expelled. So you can take one hand here, do a massage motion down, same thing on the other breast. You can grab your breast underneath here and you can do some squeezing motions here, very gentle and softly to get that milk flowing. And I do this all the time. Every time I pump, I make sure I'm using my hands. I'm very involved to make sure that my breasts are being expelled completely. If you have any questions about this, if you have any tips, or if you have any advice, then leave them in the description box. I'll definitely get back to you if you want to ask me any questions. I have no problem giving you ladies any tips on this. Some things you just learn over time, you just learn on your own. But I want to share with you guys because, like I said, a lot of people have DM'd me and asked me questions about, my exclusively breast pumping journey. I've been doing it for 10 months now successfully. I plan on going for 12 months. So my journey will be coming to an end soon. And I will be doing 2 vlogs. I will be doing a life of a breast pumping mom where I take you through my whole breast pumping routine for the day, for a work day. And then I'm going to take you through my whole breast pumping journey for a day on the weekend when I'm not working. So make sure you look out for those videos. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget you can follow me on Instagram at Nicole the Scientist. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.